Evelyn Hart, the only daughter of billionaire industrialist Victor Hart, lived in a world of opulence. Her family's sprawling mansion in New York's Upper East Side glittered with chandeliers and marble floors. But to Evelyn, it was a gilded prison. At 24, she had everything money could buy: designer clothes, private jets, and a trust fund that could rival small nations. Yet, her heart ached for something her father's fortune couldn't purchase: freedom. Victor was a man of iron will, his empire built on steel and ambition. He loved Evelyn fiercely, but controlled her life with the same precision he applied to his business. Her days were filled with curated events: charity galas, boardroom introductions, and meetings with suitors handpicked by Victor. Evelyn's dreams of becoming a painter, of capturing the world's raw beauty on canvas, were dismissed as childish whims. Art doesn't build legacies, Victor would say, his voice cold as the skyscrapers bearing his name. One evening, at a gala for Hart Industries, Evelyn met Liam Carter, a soft-spoken journalist with kind eyes and a worn leather notebook. He was there to cover the event, an outsider in her polished world. Their brief conversation about her love for Monet's water lilies sparked something in Evelyn, a flicker of hope. But Victor's watchful gaze cut their talk short, and Liam was ushered away. Evelyn began sneaking away to a small art studio in Brooklyn, a secret haven she'd rented under a false name. There, she painted feverishly, her canvases alive with vibrant colors and raw emotion. The studio was her sanctuary, the one place where she wasn't Victor Hart's daughter, but simply Evelyn, an artist with dreams too big for her father's world. One rainy afternoon, she found Liam at the studio's doorstep, soaked but smiling. He'd tracked her down after seeing her slip away from a charity event. "I wanted to know the real Evelyn," he said, his voice earnest. They talked for hours, sharing stories of their worlds. Hers of suffocating wealth, his of scraping by but living freely. Evelyn felt a warmth she'd never known, but fear lingered. If Victor found out, he'd crush this fragile connection. Victor announced that Evelyn was to marry Nathan Wells, the son of a rival tycoon. The marriage would merge their empires, securing Hart Industries' dominance. Evelyn protested, her voice trembling, but Victor was unmoved. "This is your duty," he said. "Love is a luxury we don't afford." Desperate, Evelyn confided in her childhood friend, Clara Bennett, a fiery lawyer who'd always challenged Victor's control. Clara urged Evelyn to fight for her freedom, but Evelyn feared the consequences. Victor had a way of bending the world to his will, and defiance could cost her everything. Meanwhile, Liam began writing a series of articles exposing the underbelly of Hart Industries, exploited workers, environmental violations, and shady deals. Evelyn read his work in secret, tore between admiration for his courage and dread of what it could mean for them both. Evelyn and Liam's meetings grew bolder. They'd meet in hidden corners of the city, quiet cafes, moonlit parks, or a studio where she painted while he wrote. Their love blossomed, fragile but fierce, like a flower pushing through concrete. Liam showed Evelyn a world she'd only dreamed of, one where her worth wasn't tied to her last name. But Victor's suspicions grew. He hired a private investigator, Marcus Reed, to follow Evelyn. One night, Marcus caught Evelyn and Liam kissing outside the studio. The photos landed on Victor's desk by morning. Victor summoned Evelyn to his office, a cold fortress of glass and steel. He showed her the photos, his face a mass of fury. "This ends now," he said. "You will marry Nathan, or you'll lose everything. Your inheritance, your name, your future." Evelyn's tears fell, but she stood her ground. "I don't want your money, Father. I want my life." Victor's voice softened, but his words cut deeper. "You think you can survive without me? You're nothing without the Hart name." That night, Evelyn packed a small bag and fled to Clara's apartment, her heart pounding with fear and exhilaration. Clara promised to help her build a new life, but Evelyn knew Victor wouldn't let go easily. Evelyn cut ties with her father's world, moving into a tiny apartment in Brooklyn. She worked odd jobs, waitressing, teaching art to kids, while painting in every spare moment. Liam stood by her, his quiet strength anchoring her through the uncertainty. But Victor's reach was long. Galleries refused her work, pressured by Hart Industries' influence. Old friends turned away, fearing Victor's wrath. Liam's articles gained traction, sparking public outrage against Hart Industries. Protests erupted outside their headquarters, and Victor's empire began to wobble. Enraged, he blamed Evelyn, believing her rebellion had emboldened Liam. He sent Marcus to deliver a message: return home, or Liam would pay. Marcus cornered Evelyn in her apartment, his eyes cold but not cruel. Your father's serious, Evelyn. He'll ruin Liam, his career, his life. Walk away and he'll be safe. Evelyn's world crumbled. She loved Liam too much to let him suffer for her. That night, she met Liam at their favorite park bench. Tears streamed down her face as she lied, telling him she didn't love him anymore, that she was returning to her father. Liam's face broke, but he nodded, too proud to beg. As she walked away, Evelyn felt her heart shatter, each step heavier than the last. Evelyn returned to the mansion, playing the dutiful daughter. She attended events with Nathan, her smile a fragile mask. Victor was pleased, believing he'd won. But Evelyn secretly funneled money from her trust fund to Clara, who used it to fund legal battles against Hart Industries abuses. Meanwhile, Liam threw himself into his work, his articles sharper, more daring. He didn't know Evelyn was protecting him, but he sensed her pain in every brushstroke of the paintings she left behind in the studio. He vowed to expose Victor, not for revenge, but to free Evelyn. At a gala celebrating the Hartwells merger, Evelyn's facade cracked. Nathan, sensing her distance, grew cruel, mocking her dreams in front of the elite. Humiliated, Evelyn fled to the rooftop, where Clara found her. You're stronger than this, Clara said. Fight for yourself. Inspired, Evelyn devised a plan. She contacted Liam, confessing the truth about her sacrifice. Together, they planned to release a final article, one that would expose Victor's manipulation of her life and his company's crimes. But the risk was immense. Victor could destroy them both. The article hit the press the morning of Evelyn's engagement announcement. It detailed Victor's threats, his empire's corruption, and Evelyn's forced return. The public turned on Victor, and shareholders abandoned Hart Industries. Nathan called off the engagement, unwilling to tie himself to a sinking ship. Victor confronted Evelyn one last time, his voice trembling with rage and, for the first time, fear. You've ruined us, he said. Evelyn met his gaze, her own eyes wet but resolute. No, father, I've saved myself. She walked out of the mansion, leaving behind the Hart name. Liam waited for her in Brooklyn, and together they faced an uncertain future. Evelyn's paintings began to sell, her raw emotion resonating with the world. Though she'd lost her fortune, she'd gained something priceless: herself. In the quiet of her studio, Evelyn painted a final piece. A canvas of tears and light, a testament to the billionaire's daughter who found her worth beyond gold. Please like, subscribe, and share for more stories.